That's going to be tight probably. Okay, we can cut the plate off now. There we go. Just putting on a double top plate now. This is a little bit out, so I want to straighten it out. Otherwise it'll cause me a headache with the plywood later. Well, it's a nice looking morning out there. What's the temperature? It is -15. I got a few fur to do up here quickly, and then we'll get those walls on. Once the walls are on, we can head to town tomorrow and get the remaining lumber for the roof. Perfect. Nice and flat. Before going any further, let's see how we did. 48. 48 and a 16. 48 and a 16. Wow. That's nice. Did our job. Okay, I'm going to move off here. Whiskey Jacks. This one's right tight here. Over. That is perfect.
top here anyway. Oh. What the heck did I do? Oh no, I can't afford to do that. Ah. 48 and a half. Son of a gun. 44 and a half. Ah, Norman. Oh, it'll fit over here. Woo! It's just about perfect. Yeah, that's not a big deal. I'll cut the other one and I'll get it in place. Wow, Norm. Thank God that fit over there. I don't know why I was thinking 44 and a half. 48 and a half. Jesus. So we did good. We met perfectly with the other sheet. That's the last screw. Yeah. And there, that's good. Got it all the way around, yep.
Well, not the best morning out there, that's for sure. I didn't see the bush line. Time for breakfast. Had a good sleep last night. Nice to see the walls up, but I'm feeling burnt out and I need to take a day off, so I'm taking today off. I was going to run into town and get the roof. I'll do it tomorrow, and it's crappy weather anyway. Good excuse to stay home. I just got my boots together this morning. It's around 7:30. I ate breakfast. I'm just having some hot tea. Generator's running. We'll just shut it off and leave it out there on the way out. The Blue Eddy was at 14% this morning. I got up about an hour and a half ago, but I was just lying in bed being lazy. Going through my list for today, and oh geez, that's right. After going through my list and plugging my phone in and coming out here, I forgot I need house wrap. I don't think I have it on here. Nope, house wrap. Done. And a tube of acoustical caulking, because I want to caulk along the wall here before I put any plywood up. So might be our last week coming up next week. So a couple more weekends and I might be out of here. We'll see how everything goes.
Oh, that's not budging. The wind switched to the north. But we're around, I guess, halfway. Gorgeous out. Alright, let's get going. It's nice traveling with the sun peeking out, so it's quicker going. So let's keep going and get to the cabin as quick as possible. The trail is gorgeous. I'm just unloading the sleigh. I figured I'd better bring out the 270. Never know. It's kind of warm and the bears could be wandering.
realize something about myself. I could quite happily spend the rest of my working days walking around the woods in relative peace and quiet. Then, when I mentioned that to my dad,
Just making some tea, listening to ranger stories. And that's what I'll do. I'll just leave my phone playing stories and all kinds of them. From strange things happening in the woods to mysterious disappearances and things like that. But yesterday was not a good day. I just got the house wrap on. I came in here to have a drink and that was it. It was all downhill from there. Screws. There seems to be a lot in that box. Bang on. I got a few screws in my pocket, might as well slap this in. I'll go get a couple shims. I don't want to do too much. As long as it closes. Yep. Look inside, see how close it is. It's bang on. Just a few adjustments and that's it. But I have to take it out and put that caulking under it. You don't want any water driving in there and or splashing and going in there. It probably won't, but just be safe. Hey guys. Looking good. One side now. This guy's had enough. It's a cool one out there this morning. We're going to wait for a little bit to let it warm up. Everything's charged and ready to go. So I think I'll just kick back till mid-morning. And I got a few things to do anyway. But let's get that frickin' roof on today. Once that roof is on, we can start loading the shed, like put the wood stove in there, things like that. I was gonna slide the wood stove, excuse me. I was gonna slide the wood stove in there before I put the door in, but then I have a chunk of plywood I can put it down on. If it's not light and if you slip, right, you can break the threshold or something. But we should be okay. Just opening the windows, let it air out. I'm just about to go out there and I forgot I had to turn my foxes. The Wolverine is thawing over there. A couple marten weren't ready this morning. That's a beauty. I'm going to pin him back. Pin his ears back to his head.
finished drying. Just want to get some of this stuff out of my way. Brown up. This will be the top. Just a bit on the ground. So I'm going to guess it there. We're not going to extend the bird's mouth, I'll extend it here. So we'll leave that. And just move this up an eighth. There we go. And then we'll try that. Well, it's starting to look like something now. I'll just finish cutting all the ends off. So just snap the chalk line, use the level, one by one. And now we have to put the fascia on. And then we can start filling in all the blanks. And maybe plywood tomorrow. Just getting some gloves this morning to do up a few animals. Oops, that closed. And if I get that roof done today, well, it has to be done today. And I can't do anything. I can't go get the tent frame. Tomorrow morning I can't do anything because I'm out of gas. That's what I wanted to do, was get the tent frame tomorrow morning and then head in for the day and start on shoveling that tin and come back the following day. And I got a Wolverine here that I always forget they take at least 3 days to thaw. The fur is so good on them. And where's my tea? So maybe I can bring that. If it's thawed by tomorrow, it's still rock solid. I could bring it to Goose Creek and I could do it up there. I could bring a board with me and my fleshing knife, and I got sawdust over there. There's always a way. It is time. Nice big breakfast, the fur is done. And now I'm going to go down to the trap and sleigh. Machine's warmed up. And bring the final pelts up here. I just put some framing in here. That'll be good enough. Don't have to go too crazy. Only a shed. See if this fits. Perfect. Nice. And of course I didn't mark where the blocking is. Perfect. That's it, guys. It's the last piece to cut off. And we can put the roof on. Check the sheet on the end before I scoot it down, and it was perfectly square. Okay guys, everything's going on like a glove, but that's it. The Blue Eddy's charged, I'm out of gas. The batteries are dead. And all I have is 2 sheets left to go on and then cut everything off. But everything went on perfect. Everything's nice and square. I'm glad I fixed this because it just fell into place. Everything's buttoned up nice. I did my job. We'd be done if we had one more jerry can of gas. I have to save that bit of gas in there for my machine because I don't know if I even have enough to get back to town. So I'm really pushing it. So we'll get ready tonight and leave tomorrow morning. Have the eagle a little bit closer right now. Keeps chasing off the ravens. And he's off. Need to get out of here in probably about 2 or 3 hours. And since I got to charge the batteries this morning, the other one's just about ready. We can finish the roof. So we might as well get out there and finish that. That won't take me long. We already had breakfast, had bacon and eggs and toast, and just having a cup of tea and about to get dressed. And I got everything packed here. I've got a bunch of stuff here. Everything's on the table, my laptop's packed, and tomorrow we're going to take the day off. We're just going to go look for house wrap. Okay guys, we are done. I just had to go get a handful of screws. I was short. I don't want to leave something not screwed because, you know what, it's hard to see the screws on here, and just do it all and see it's done. That's all I needed was 2 screws, but I'm going to check everything, make sure it's all done. That row's done, and where's the next row? Right there, right here. That row's done. That one can take one more screw. That seam is done all the way up. Looking good, guys. Oh, look at that. I got one right there. That one's done. Yep. I know I did that one because that was the last board. Okay. are complete. Whew. I'll give you guys a peek up here now. It turned out really nice, this shed. Now we just have to get some tin up here. We'll do the fascia and soffit at some point, but let's get it watertight, and we'll eventually do something for siding. I'm asking for siding for the same siding I have in the cabin for the shed, and someone else owns that house. So I'm trying to see if I can get 4 boxes off of him, because I know he had a crap load underneath there. Like, I think I barely touched the boxes when I was getting some for the cabin. So we'll see where it goes. Anyway, here's the view from top of the shed. Beautiful. And guess what? It's the nicest day so far to do the shed. And of course it's done. But let's enjoy the nice weather now. Get rid of a few things and get going to town. Okay, I was just checking the new shed door. We're all loaded. And I don't know if you could see that, but we have a couple bare boards on the deck, and I got a couple in front of the picture windows, just to make sure while we're gone. It's the warmest day today that it's been since I got here. And of course we're done the shed, right? Wow. Plus, just about +7. Okay, let's get out of here. So we're just about to come onto the Churchill River, and there's a lot of dead trees around here. I might come here later on today or tomorrow and just drive right up to these trees. They're all over the place in here. And this is the bush lying along the river, and where I go through it, I think there's quite a bit too, but we'll check that out on the way. Okay, let's get to the cabin. What a beautiful day. +4 out there. Got the door open. Want to air it out in here. There's no windows open. And when I got here yesterday after our nice ride, man, that was a beautiful ride yesterday. Nice and sunny. And even more spectacular today with the +4. But going to take a couple days to just relax and have a nice breather and just do a couple odds and ends around here. So last night or yesterday when I got here, opened the door, and man, did it stink like fuel in here. So I threw all the jerry cans outside thinking that's what it was. They were expanding and letting out air. And I went for a ride to town for I don't know, a couple hours I was gone. And I came back, and oh, it seemed worse. So I had to take apart the little, I guess let's call it the wood box, because fuel spilled on the base and soaked into 2x4s and everything. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I had a full tank there and it expanded in the heat, and it must have, and then drained all over the base of the wood box and on the side of the 2x4s and plywood. But man, it's nice to have that gone. Oh, I was getting a bad headache last night. I think I took that apart like at midnight. It was so strong. But just gonna relax today, and we'll go get some wood, and we'll do the Wolverine up, and we'll see where it goes from there. So we'll see you guys in a bit.